about Adam's family. There's the Thing Flip feature.
That's all Larry.
Right.
Larry dreamed that up.
But I come from a firmware engineer with electrical background, so I understand technologically probably how much time and effort went into that calibrating algorithm and all that. But then one side he's gone, but this feature is a passive feature. You don't flip, the machine flips for you, and it scores points for you. Is that fun?
I think it is.
Technologically, I love it, but if you don't really appreciate the engineering of that.
Here's the cool thing. In fact, when I was going through my scrapbook earlier today to get those pictures that we showed, I have a background for the patent for Thing Flips that was written for the lawyers. What's interesting is that the first time people play the game, they don't realize the thing is flipping for them. They think they're flipping, and they think they did it really well. And that feature is all Larry DeMar. Larry said he had always wanted to do that, and he had this perfect use for it. And so we worked very hard to put if you know the dynamics of that playfield, there's that opto right above that little flipper. My God, we went through 1,000 iterations of trying to fit the opto in and get the opto close enough to the flipper and get the ball so that the ball has to lay down on the flipper very smoothly in order to be reproducible. If the ball's out here somewhere, you're just swatting at it and it doesn't work. And so we had to settle the ball down and we had to get it to go through the opto, and the opto timing had to be repeatable. And you had to be able to pick that stuff up, and we went through it and went through it and went through it and got it to work. And so that patent is pure Larry DeMar. That is all Larry wanting to do that badly. And he spent a great deal of time making that work.
There's nothing like watching it over and watching it do itself, right?
Right. Well, people would do that. The good players figured it out, and they'd go like this. They'd go with their friends, and then they'd go like that. And it would shoot the ball. Yeah. It was pretty good.
Remember the mousetrap game? Can it really catch a mouse? Let's watch. And that's what Things Flip is. It's like, you know it can do it for you, but you're watching it every time to see, is it really going to do it this time?
Interestingly, does anybody here get Make Magazine? Anybody see Make Magazine? You get Make Magazine? This month's Make Magazine has a story about Marvin Glass, and it has a story about Mousetrap.
Really?
Was it online I was showing you this last week? Remember I showed you the guy with the life-size mousetrap? At a maker fair, these guys show up with life-size mousetrap.
Wow.
The board game, they built a life-size mousetrap contraption, and they sit there and crank it, and the ball rolls down the thing, and it falls into a real bathtub, and then the thing falls out of the bathtub and comes down, and at the end, instead of having the cage come down and trap a big mouse, they've got a safe that comes down and crushes a foreign car. And people line up for hours to watch this thing run, you know. That's so cool.